So your first one, I mean, which is your target, was pretty much over your left shoulder there. So your feet now aiming a long way right of target. As you swing this golf club back now, take the golf ball to target, you just got to flick with the wrist. There's not really much turn. It's like a lift and a scoop and please go to target. Whereas now, there's your 50 sign. You feel way open, don't you? In reality, if you look at it, you're not exactly, you're almost square, if anything, which is fine. I mean, you could get a bit more open, but it feels that unstrained being here. I wouldn't go any further to start with. Okay. You're pointing away to the wall there. Okay, but just shows on there you are pretty much pointing straight to target. So as the club goes back now, we can judge the distance. That would be about a half swing, so about a 40, 50 yard shot. Now the body can turn through, so your chest now is fully rotated to target, and the ball was tracking down that green line there straight to the 50. It's just a question of judging the length of swing now. There's a bit more, you see the chest is more involved there now, using the bigger muscles rather than sort of scoop with the wrist to try and flick it. And therefore you can use this technique now with a 9 or an 8 or a 7 or a wedge or a sand iron or a lob wedge, and all that would do now is it'd obviously change your trajectory. So if your golf ball, for example, was here, if you played a 7 iron, the trajectory would be there. If you had a lob wedge, the trajectory would be there. You play a sand iron, pitching wedge, you get different trajectories, and those flights are obviously going to give different landing conditions, the ball rolling or stopping quicker. So depending on what's in front of you, if there's nothing in the way to go over, don't loft the ball over nothing. If I said to you throw a ball towards that first yellow flag, you'd probably just stand there and sort of roll it, sort of 10-pin bowling style. You wouldn't throw it up into the roof as high as you can. So if you were here to that yellow flag, 8 or a 7 iron would be fine. There's no need to loft the ball up in the air and make a shot harder than it already is. If there's something in the way, maybe a bunker or a mound or a tree or something, then you might have to play over the bunker. But sometimes, just as we get within sort of 30, 40, 50 yards of the flag, very often the better option could be to go out towards the right here and then play on the green there. So go 1 to the right and then go 2, 3 in terms of total shots, rather than perhaps going for the flag, ending up maybe in a bunker and then taking 2 at the bunker and then 3 more shots to get in the hole. So rather than going 1, 2, 3, you go 1, 2, 3, 4 and take loads of shots. So just because you're near the flag and you can see the flag doesn't mean automatically you have to go directly for it.
That was happening the other day. Just a complete lack of experience and knowledge.
I mean, a prime example I had with a guy once on the golf course. He was playing a shot over a bunker onto a downslope, and his pitching wasn't his best. He actually played the best shot of his life. Landed on the top of the bank of the bunker, and it ran past, missed the flag by a bit, and went to 25 foot. Couldn't get any closer than 25 foot, really. I said, right, let's just chip a ball sideways out to the left, missing the bunker. He topped it, trickled past the bunker on the green, 25 foot away. So what's he gained? Nothing. He made a shot. He had to play the shot of his life to risk everything to gain nothing. So in terms of playing the shot, does it need to actually go for the flag? Sometimes there could be a slope or a bank or something that could cost you the opportunity to go straight for the flag and get it close. If you can't get close, why risk everything to gain nothing? I think that's the course management side of things. But in terms of the technique, no matter what club you're taking, if we can be a bit more open to target, we can now get the body working through a lot smoother. There's a lot less flick with that bottom hand.
Further backswing, really, isn't it?
It makes everything a little bit easier. Now you're in that good impact condition there. You just start there and stay there. Whereas this, when you're aiming too far to the left, to the right, having to sort of flick your wrist to just try and
get very handsy.
Exactly, it's very handsy and scoopy.